Srikanth Tatvarthi. You watching Srikanth Ideal Chemistry. So in this video we are discussing about nomenclature of organic compounds. So the nomenclature of organic compounds were derived by the derived by the some methods we call as those are common or trivial system, derived system, and systematic naming. So this is also called as IUPAC naming. So the nomenclature of organic compounds can be derived by the three methods. First one is a common or trivial system, and second one is derived system, and third one is a systematic naming or IUPAC system. So first one is we will discuss one by one. So first one is common names or trivial system. So the common name or trivial system proposed based on the sources of the organic compound. It is based on sources of organic compounds. Source of organic compounds. For example, formic acid. What is formic acid? Its formula is HCOOH, and the formic acid is available in red ants. So in the red ants, formica. So in Latin word, red ants we call as a formica. So based on that, we call as a formica acid. And next one is acetic acid. So the formula of acetic acid is CH3COOH. So it is derived from the vinegar. And next one is urea. So the formula of urea NH2CONH2. It is derived from the urine of animals. Urine of animals. And next one is butyric acid. Butyric acid. So its formula is C3H7COOH, and it is derived from the butter. And one more is citric acid, and its formula is CH2COOH, COOH, OH, and CH2COOH. So it is the formula of citric acid, and it is derived from the citrus fruits. Derived from citrus fruits. Okay, so these are some examples for common naming. But next one is second method for naming of the organic compounds we call as derived naming. What is derived naming? Second method, derived naming. So in the derived naming, here the name of the organic compounds proposed based on the recognition of certain familiar common names. Based on recognition of certain familiar common names. So in that I just give some example. First is CH3OH, we call as a carbinol, and C2H5OH we call as a methyl carbinol, and CH3COOH we call as acetic acid, and CH3CH2COOH we call as a methyl acetic acid. So this is about derived naming and common naming or trivial system. So the both system can be can fail to propose the name of all organic compounds. We already discussed in universe we have the millions of organic compounds. For that millions of organic compounds we can't memorize the all name of millions of organic compounds. That's why the scientists are proposed a systematic naming to the organic compound we call as a IUPAC system. So that is the most important. This is systematic naming. Simply we can say IUPAC system, IUPAC system. So the systematic naming is proposed for the memorization of large number of organic compounds. Then the systematic nomenclature is necessary for naming to the organic compounds on the basis of their structure. In the systematic naming, the naming is proposed based on their structure. So, but at the first attempt for the systematic naming of the organic compounds was made by the International Congress Chemistry of Geneva in 1992. What is? At the first time, the systematic naming to the organic compound was proposed by International Congress of Chemistry of Geneva in 1892. We also call as Geneva system. So, the first time in 1892, systematic naming to organic compounds proposed by International Congress of Chemistry of Geneva. So this is the first attempt. After that, the name of the organic compound, the systematic name of the organic compounds is revised and extended by the International Union of Chemistry. It happened in 1931. So in 1931, revised and extended by International Union of Chemistry, simply we call as IUC. Okay. After several modifications, we call as this is International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So in 1957, after several modifications, the systematic naming to the organic compounds is proposed by the International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So in 1957, after modifications called International Union of Pure and Applied Chemistry. So the latest modification can be done in 1993. So this is about some basic things about systematic naming, and next we will discussing about features of IUPAC system. So when I see the features of IUPAC system, a given compound can be assigned by only one name. So and at the same time, a given compound having a name clearly and directing in writing of one and only one molecular structure. I mean one structure having one type of name of organic compounds. No one two structures can have the one type of name. So particularly we can say a specified organic compound having specified name without any confusion, and the given system can be applied in a naming of complexes of organic compounds, and a system can be applied in a naming multifunctional organic compounds. It is 100% satisfied for the naming to the millions of organic compound. So for giving the naming of the organic compounds, we have some basic words are required. So those will be discussed now. So basic terms. So here we have three basic terms. Those are root word, suffix, and prefix. So three basic words are required: root word, suffix, and prefix. Now we will discuss about one by one. First one is root word. Root word. So the root word can be represent the number of carbon atoms present in the longest chain. So root word represents number of carbon atoms in a long chain. Okay, so if the, now I just take the some root words for you. That is chain length, and root word, chain length, root word, chain length, and root word. Okay, so if length of the carbon chain consists of one carbon, we call as root word is meth. For two carbons, we call as eth. For three carbons, we call as prop. For four carbons, we call as but. For five carbons, we call as pent. At the same time, for six carbons, root word is hex. For seven carbons, root word is hept. For eight carbons, root word is oct. For 9 carbons, root word is non. For 10 carbons, root word is dec. Okay, and for 11 carbons, root word is unidec. For 12 carbons, dodec. For 13 carbons, tridec, like that. For 20 carbons, we call as elcos, and for 30 carbons, we call as tricont. If 40 carbons is there, we call as tetracont. So this is a root word for the length of the carbon chain. And second one is a suffix. What is suffix? In basic terms, next one is a suffix. So the suffix again classified in two types: primary suffix and secondary suffix. It is two types. So first one is a primary suffix. So the primary suffix indicates the given compound, whether it is saturated or unsaturated. So indicates saturation of the compound. Primary suffix indicates the saturation of the compound. So for better understanding, here I just take one table, that is nature of carbon, primary suffix, IUPAC name, saturation. So if given compound consists of all single bonds, the primary suffix we used ane, or the long chain consists of all carbon single bonds, the primary suffix we represent with ane, and its IUPAC name is alkane, and if it is called as a saturated compound. Suppose if in the given organic compound, the long chain of the compound consists of at least one double bond, we take the primary suffix "ene" and IUPAC name is alkene, and it is we call as a unsaturated organic compound. And if the given organic compound consists of at least one triple bond, the primary suffix we used "ine" and IUPAC name is alkyne, and saturation is we call as a unsaturated compound. So this is about primary suffix. And next one is a secondary suffix. Next one is secondary suffix. The secondary suffix indicates the functional group present in the organic compound. So secondary suffix indicates the functional group present in a organic compound. So for the explanation of secondary suffix of the functional group, I just take some columns. First one is name of compound, formula of the compound or representation, and next one is root word, primary suffix, secondary suffix, IUPAC name, and prefix. We know about prefix in next in after completion of suffix. So but just listen here what I given. So first I just take the alcohols. What is alcohols? The representation of alcohols is ROH. The root word for alk. For here I just take the root word for all type of functional groups. The root word is same, and primary suffix I just take the a. Okay. So primary suffix is a, and secondary suffix is ol, and IUPAC name is alkanol. For example, for any functional group, the secondary suffix is started with the vowel letter. We just skip the e from the primary suffix. So we just remove the e and we just add the one. So alkanol, alkanol. After mixing of root word, primary suffix, secondary suffix, we call as alkanol. If you see the if you observe the name here, we just skip the e. Why? Because the secondary suffix is started with the vowel letter, and for alcohols we don't have any prefix. Next one is ethers. So ethers, ethers are represented by ROR. Root word is alk, primary suffix is a, and second for ethers we don't have any secondary suffix, and its IUPAC name is alkoxyalkane, and its prefix is alkoxy. Suppose in place of R methyl is there, methoxy, ethoxy, propoxy, like that. So next function group is aldehydes, represented by RCHO. Root word alk, primary suffix an, secondary suffix is al. So here the secondary suffix started with the vowel letter, so here we need to skip the e. Then the IUPAC name is alkanal. For alcohol, vol. For aldehyde, al, alkanal. For this we don't have any prefix. And next one is ketones. So for ketones, the formula of the ketones is RCOR, and root word is alk, primary suffix is an, and secondary suffix is one. It is also started with vowel letter, so then we will skip the e, and then we call as alkanone. We don't have any secondary suffix. And next one is cyanides, represented by RCN. Root word is alk, primary suffix is an, secondary suffix is nitrile. So here secondary suffix is not started with vowel letter. Here we didn't skip the e, then we call as alkane nitrile. We don't have prefix. Okay, next is isocyanates, represented by R and C. Root word is alk, primary suffix is an, secondary suffix is carbylamine, and IUPAC name is alkane carbylamine, and prefix is not present for this. And next one is carboxylic acid. Carboxylic acid. Root word is RCOH. Sorry, formula RCOH, and root word is alk. Primary suffix is an. Then we call as OYLCH, chloride. So here it is started with vowel letter. We skip the E. Then we call as alkynyl chloride, and we don't have any secondary suffix. And next one is acid chlorides. Next functional group is acid chlorides. So for acid chlorides, formula is RCOCl. Root word is alk. Primary suffix is an. Secondary suffix is this is for acid chlorides, RCOCl. Sorry, this is for acid chlorides. Acid chlorides. Here I just give the carboxylic acid. Sorry for the inconvenient. For carboxylic acid, general formula is RCOOH, and root word is alk. Primary suffix is an, and secondary suffix is oic acid. What is oic acid? It is started with vowel letter. We skip the en. Then IUPAC name is alkanoic acid. We don't have any prefix for this. And next one is acid amides. Acid amides. General formula is RCONH2. Root word is alk. Primary suffix is an. Secondary suffix is amide. Here it is also started with A. And then we IUPAC name is alkanamide. No prefix. And next one is esters. Represented by RCOOR dash. Root word is alk. Primary suffix is an. Secondary suffix OAT. So here also vowel letter is there. We just skip the E letter and we call as alkanoid. We don't have no prefix. And next one is halo compounds. For halo compounds, formula is RX. Root word is alk. Primary suffix is an. They don't have secondary suffix. Name is haloalkanes. IUPAC name haloalkanes, and primary suffix is halo. Next for nitro compounds. Represented by RNO2. Root word is alk. Primary suffix is an, and secondary suffix not present. We call as nitro alkanes, and primary suffix is prefix is nitro. And next one is sulfonic acid. So next organic compound is sulfonic acid. It is represented by RSO3H. Root word is alk. Primary suffix is an, and secondary suffix is sulfonic acid. So here it is not started with vowel letter, so we don't remove the E. And IUPAC name is alkane sulfonic acid. We don't have prefix. And next one is primary amines. Primary amines formula is RNH2. Root word is alk. Primary suffix is A. Secondary suffix is amine. And IUPAC name is here it is started with vowel letter. We remove the E. Alkanamine. And prefix is for primary amines prefix is not present. For secondary amines, representative is RNHR. Root word is alk. Primary suffix is an. Secondary suffix is amine, and IUPAC is N alkyl alkanamine, and prefix is N alkyl. For tertiary amines, and this is the last one, formula is R3N, root word is alk, primary suffix is N, secondary suffix is amine, and IUPAC name is N, N, dialkyl alkanamine, and prefix is N, N, dialkyl. So this is about the secondary suffixes of functional groups. And next one is prefix. What is prefix? And the prefix is also two types, primary prefix and secondary prefix. The prefix can be indicate the substituent or functional group in the molecule. So it particularly represents substituent present in the organic compounds. So it is also two types. So first one we will discussing about primary prefix. First one is primary prefix. So the primary prefix is only used for the cyclocompounds. I mean the given compound is closed chain or ring type structure, we use the prefix cyclo. So for the primary prefix is always fixed. We use the primary prefix cyclo for closed chain compounds. And the prefix, secondary prefix is very important. So next one is a secondary prefix. So the secondary prefix representation of substituent or functional group. It indicates the substituent or functional group. So when the given compound consists of more than one functional groups, in that time it can be indicate the functional group also. Okay. So here I just give some prefixes to the groups. So I just take the columns like substituent and secondary prefix. Substituent, secondary prefix. Substituent, secondary prefix. So we will discuss one by one. For fluorine, if fluorine is substituent, we call as fluoro. If chlorine is substituent, we call as chloro. If bromine is substituent, we use bromo. For I, we call as iodo. For NO2, we call as nitro. For Cn, we call as cyano. At the same time, for NC, we call as isocyano. For methyl CH3, I mean alkyl group, we call as methyl. C2H5, ethyl. OCH3, methoxy. OC2H5, ethoxy. For CH4, we call as oxo or formyl. For NH2, we call as amino. For NO, we call as nitrazole. And for N triple bond N, we call as diazole. So these are the some secondary prefix used for the groups or substituent or functional groups. So this is about the basic terms we used in the nomenclature of organic compounds or in the IUPAC system. So without these basic terms, we can't give the naming to the any one of the organic compound. Okay students, if you like my concept, please subscribe to my channel and please like and share my videos. Thank you.